as is this man, Callum Bolton. New faces throughout. And an effort coming in from range from Brian McLaughlin. Outside of the boots for David Hyland, the former Kildare captain, by Danny McCartan. Out to Luke Loughlin. Little dummy off his left, and again off his left, onto his right foot. Luke Loughlin is on fire.
Just see that running game again. It was Ronan Wallace that time, but they're going at that Kildare defence at pace.
Ball hooked inside.
There's a chance.
Picked off by Alex Byrne. What a goal! Loughlin again, 2-point effort off his trusty left foot. Feed Luke Loughlin, and you have a great chance of winning the game. Laid off by James McGrath. Alex Byrne across to McCormick. Wants it on his left, he'll curl it. And that is, get to the back of the net! He has humped that. What a score from Luke Loughlin.
Massive score.
Absolutely incredible. It was picked up by Kelly.
Oh, chance for Kildare. Oh, he still has it.
Blocked off by Wallace. Wallace is fouling, is he? Bolton keeps going through. Referee hasn't called an advantage, they won't need
Great score.
Kelly turns and swings it over the bar.
What a win, the crowd are loving it. What a game, we said it go down to the wire. Kildare pull it out of the bag.
They built it well to this point, just outside the arc. Keenan has continued his run. Patrick Finnegan forced back out again. Here is Paddy McBride, who can certainly find the target. Staring into the whites of the eyes of Blaine Hughes. Big moment this, here we go. Keenan saved by Hughes. Paddy McBride. This time from even further out. Confidence soaring for Paddy McBride. Antrim trying to get back again goal side. And some labouring to do so. Space here for Darren McMullen. Runner on his inside. Here's the goal chance and buried. Tomas McCormick. Mackin. Grugan, there's that check again, draws it back in again, magnificent from Rory Grugan. Hall up and running again, ships the first tackle. Niall Burns trying to get back at him, Jamar Hall. Ryan McQuillan. That's the give and go, and still going, scrambled off the line, but it's gone in. It's Antrim 123. Armagh 134.
Punched down. Tyrone on the attack here. Nice opportunity. Sends it goal bound instead towards Peter Hart. He lets fly, and it's curling in the wind. Once again, Cavan have to recycle it back around the midfield area. Here comes the shot from Oisín Kiernan. Hits it well. Nice work by Sean McAvoy. Nice little sidestep. Laying it back to Darren McVitie. McVitie in the second half. Darren McCurry. Oh, the big man, the big man. It's Con Kilpatrick having a shot, having a goal. It's Tyrone, 1 goal and 24 points. Cavan, 20 points.
Offaly certainly been taking advantage of this wind in the first half. This is Cathal Flynn. Here's O'Neill. He's got a 2-pointer already. Can he get another? Yes, he can. There's no answer from Meath so far, just the 2 points in the opening half. Jack Bryant's ball. Picks out Kyle Higgins. It's a ball to Conor Duke. Conor Duke might get 2 points out of this. The wind has certainly helped him. Well, the rain has finally arrived at Páirc Tailteann. A great week's sunshine we had across the country, but obviously the weather's changed. Here's Duke again. He's got a 2-pointer already. Now he's got another. Now the elements certainly playing their part in this second half. Aaron Lynch. This is Matthew Costello. Matthew Costello! Left-footer. This is Costello. This would be a 2-pointer if it goes over. Sun peeps through the clouds, shining on Meath. That's from a long way out. This is Jack Flynn, outside the 45. Ball forward by Jack Flynn. The keeper's a long way off his line. High hanging ball in towards the substitute. Well, James Conlon's already got a point, and now he's got a goal. Final score, Meath 125, Offaly 21 points.
Dublin moved 4-2 ahead by the quarter hour, but Wicklow used the elements to their advantage as they scored the opening two-pointer of the game through full forward Kevin Quinn. Wicklow actually moved a point ahead with an Oisin McGrainer score, but Dublin responded with a goal from Niall Scully. Credits to Wicklow, though, who responded to their more illustrious opponents, and Dean Healy landed a beautiful two-pointer. O'Callaghan took the penalty, but Mark Jackson managed to get a hand to it, only for O'Callaghan to finish the rebound to the net. Oisin McGrainer then managed a further two-pointer for Wicklow before the break to lead the half-time score 2-9 in favour of the Dubs. Dublin began to pick up scores with greater regularity. A Tom Laheath two-pointer put the Dubs 7-up. A further two-pointer from O'Callaghan capped up a fine personal display as Dublin progressed to the last four in Leinster. This two-pointer indeed was the last score of the game. Wicklow 18 points, Dublin 221.
Mark Barry had a string of scores before the half-time whistle to give the Laois a 1-point advantage, as it was 9 points to 8 at the break. Ryan Byrne sent the keeper the wrong way, and the green flag was raised. Mark Barry, who was on form throughout, got them back to within 1 point in the closing stages. But it was game over for Laois as Kieran Byrne added a second goal for Louth. Full-time score allowed 2-16, Laois 17 points.